From a little birdie, I heard Buddy hum already.
And because Davis just bonded out of the Eternal Guilford Night Center just moments ago.
Hey, Gervonta, what do you have to say about the charges against you?
Unfortunately, this is not the first time Davis had made headlines for his run-ins with the law involving domestic. I tried to speak with him back in 2022 as he bonded out of the Broward County Jail.
The woman's upper lip on the right side of her mouth. Eventually, we will find out the identity of this woman, and this woman is the mother of Davis's child. Now, Davis, whose nickname is Tank, he has a 27-0 record with a 25 knockouts, and he has been training for a January 7th fight in D.C. against Hector Luis Garcia. All reports that I've seen that fight will still take place. This has been a Kendrick Sports Social 60-second report. I'm Kendrick. You all have a great rest of your Thursday. I'll see you on the other side. I'm out.
Gervonta Davis is facing more legal trouble, just weeks before he's expected to step back into the boxing ring. This time, the spotlight is on his Florida home. On July 11, 2025, Davis was arrested in Miami Beach after a police investigation that lasted several weeks. The case is tied to an incident that reportedly happened at a private home in Doral, Florida. Authorities say a report was filed with the local police, a family member handed over video evidence, and a warrant was eventually issued, which led to Davis being taken into custody.
I have been covering suspects bonding out of jail here for several years. I can tell you that this is a first for me because as Davis was walking out of the Turner Guilford Night Center, he had 3 corrections officers surrounding him, not really allowing reporters to get close to him to ask him questions. That said, I did ask those questions as to his allegations. He is accused of striking his ex-girlfriend, the mother of his children. I asked him about those charges. He refused to answer our questions.
Police found Davis in Miami Beach after an automated license plate reader picked up his car. Officers quickly moved in, arrested him, and took him to the Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center, where he was officially booked and processed. Officials later confirmed that Davis posted bond and was released on July 8th. That he didn't speak to the media during or after his release. Security footage showed him leaving the facility with his face covered by a hood and mask, quietly getting into a waiting vehicle without saying a word.
Come out, you know what I mean? Everybody else come out. I'm not with the domestic thing, man, but I hope that, he get that straightened out and he get back to focus on his family and his career. Family first and then career second. But I just wish both his ex-girl, his kid's mother, can get things together and look.
Davis's Florida home is now at the center of the ongoing investigation. While officials haven't shared many details publicly, sources close to the case say police followed standard procedures at the property. So far, there's no sign that any new search warrant was issued beyond the original case. Still, the fact that his private home is now part of a legal investigation has drawn major attention. This also marks the second time in under 3 months that Davis has been booked into the Turner Guilford Night facility. Back in May, he served a brief jail sentence connected to a 2020 traffic incident in Maryland. That case led to house arrest and community service.
Why didn't you bring me out a passport? I asked to see your daughter. You said no, I don't want her to see the police.
I showed you.
You did, but I wanted to see her, and now I'm gonna have to talk to her because she said that when you hit her, it was in front of her, the baby. 4-year-old.
Davis ended up serving jail time after violating the terms of his previous sentence. A judge decided to cancel his house arrest, and Davis turned himself in to serve time at the Miami-Dade jail, the same facility where he was recently booked for his latest charge in Florida. The new arrest is linked to an alleged incident on June 15th, which was Father's Day. Police say Davis went to a home in Doral to pick up his 2 children. During the visit, a dispute reportedly broke out. A family member who was there recorded part of the incident and gave the footage to investigators. Based on that video and supporting statements, local police forwarded the case for review, and a warrant was issued soon after.
By Miami Beach police early this morning on a warrant for his arrest following an alleged incident that happened in June on Father's Day. In the arrest report we obtained, it states Davis arrived to pick up his children from his ex-girlfriend's Doral home and during that process struck her in the back of the head. An investigator said he then proceeded to slap her on the right side of the face, resulting in a minor laceration to the inner area of her lip. Police said the victim was treated at Baptist Hospital where officers responded, but Davis was nowhere to be found.
Weeks after the incident, Davis was pulled over in Miami Beach when the city's license plate recognition system flagged his vehicle. These systems scan for plates linked to active warrants, and once his tag was detected, officers made the stop. They confirmed the warrant through dispatch, arrested him without any trouble, and took him to jail, where he stayed until posting bond. According to court records, Davis is set to appear before a judge in Miami-Dade County on July 29. That court date could bring new restrictions, including possible travel limits, while the case is still open, which now puts his upcoming fight plans in doubt.
Allegedly hit an unidentified woman on the right side of her head with a closed hand slap. The report also says this strike caused a small abrasion to the inside of the woman's upper lip on the right side of her mouth. Eventually, we will find out the identity of this woman, and this woman is the mother of Davis's child. Now, Davis, whose nickname is Tank, he has a 27-0 record with a 25 knockouts, and he has been training.
Davis had been gearing up for a big return to the ring on August 16 in Las Vegas. Talks were already underway for a high-profile rematch with WBA super featherweight champion Lamont Roach Jr., who recently won the belt in a close decision. The fight was expected to headline a major pay-per-view event, though no official posters or promos had been released yet. Several reports confirmed that plans for the bout were in advanced stages, but Davis's recent arrest has now put all of that on hold. So far, no one from his team, including his advisors, lawyers, or promoters, has made any public comment.
It's going to be a transfer for Parkland. It's pinging at... I need help, please. I'm trying to go home. I have my baby in the car and attack me in front of the kids.
Okay, ma'am, repeat the address.
Messing up my tires.
Ma'am.
I need help, please.
Ma'am, repeat the address. I need to send units to you. I need the address.
Please help me. You're gonna kill me.
Ma'am, what's the address?
Please.
I can't send...
This silence is a shift from how Davis's team has handled past situations. Usually, his representatives release statements or updates, but this time, they've chosen not to speak at all. Since July 8, Davis has stayed out of the public eye and hasn't posted anything on social media. That quiet approach has only increased curiosity about what's really going on behind the scenes. Though Davis has had legal run-ins before, this is the first time serious attention has been directed at one of his private homes. The property in Doral is privately owned and hasn't been part of his public image until now. But in this case, police listed the address in official documents, which brought temporary focus to it during the early stages of the investigation.
In-elect says the charge he is facing is battery with domestic. You mentioned this was an ex-girlfriend, but it is also the mother of his children, that according to police. Let's show you who we're talking about here. You were looking at the mugshot of professional and well-known boxer, 30-year-old Gervonta Tank Davis. He was arrested by Miami Beach police early this morning on a warrant for his arrest following an alleged incident that happened in June on Father's Day. In the arrest report we obtained, Davis is accused of striking and slapping the mother of his children in the face, causing injuries to her lip.
Over the past few years, Davis has faced several legal issues, many ending in fines, probation, or short jail time. One of the most serious was a high-profile traffic incident in Baltimore in 2020, which left several people injured. Davis later pleaded guilty and was sentenced to home detention. However, after violating the terms of that arrangement, a judge ordered him to serve jail time, a sentence he completed earlier this year. When he returned to training afterward, many saw it as a fresh start and a possible turning point in his career.
Come out, you know what I mean? Everybody else come out. I'm not with the domestic thing, man, but I hope that, you know, he get that straightened out and he get back to focus on his family and his career. Family first and then career second. But I just wish both his girl, ex-girl, his kid's mother, you know what I mean, can get things together and look.
In June, Davis was seen training again, with photos and videos of his gym sessions and sparring making the rounds online. At the time, reports indicated he was in talks for 2 fights before the end of the year, one in August and possibly another in December. The highly anticipated rematch with Lamont Roach Jr. was expected to be the centerpiece of that schedule.
His legacy, the kind of fighter, you know, he's been touted to be and where he's at now, and the impact things like this have on your career.
Well, if you were to compare the arrest rate over the years for prominent boxers with the arrest rate for the average American citizen or citizen of the world, you'll find that the boxers tend to be arrested at a higher rate.
So far, neither state nor national boxing commissions have commented on Davis's situation. The WBA, which controls the title Davis is chasing, hasn't suspended him or made any changes to his ranking. Showtime and PBC, 2 major partners tied to his past promotions, have also stayed silent, with no press releases or updates since the arrest. In fact, There hasn't been a single official statement posted on Davis's behalf on any verified platform. His upcoming court appearance on July 29 is expected to provide more clarity. If the court places restrictions on him, such as limiting out-of-state travel, his planned Vegas fight could be delayed. But if he's allowed to move freely while the case is ongoing, there's still a chance the bout could go ahead. At this point, no cancellation has been announced, but there's been no sign of resumed promotions either.
Police said they was called to his baby mama house on Father's Day due to Tank Williams had just stopped by to pick up the kids and left something they want to see, right? The woman said Tank came over and as usual, he's an aggressive, threatening person.
The Doral property remains listed in the case only as part of the original incident report. So far, no other law enforcement agencies have announced any additional actions at the home, and investigators haven't said whether they plan to return. For Davis, all of this has once again put his boxing career on pause. In the past, he's managed to bounce back quickly after legal setbacks, returning to training and stepping back into the ring, but this time, the situation is more urgent. With a major fight on the line and a court date set just 2 weeks before it, the window is much tighter.
Yeah, he ended up getting arrested for allegedly slapping Vanessa during a custody exchange way on Father's Day, bro. Now Vanessa's mom actually ran outside and recorded part of the incident. The video doesn't show the slap itself, but it does show Gervonta throwing some little box at her or something like that.
Right now, Davis's boxing career and legal issues are unfolding side by side, and each could impact the other in the weeks ahead. His team hasn't confirmed whether he's back in training or has paused it altogether. Since the arrest, no new gym footage has been released. For fans, promoters, and observers, all eyes are now on the Miami courthouse. The big question is whether the upcoming hearing will place any restrictions that could delay or derail his return to the ring.
There was something in his eye and the referee allowed him to get that. So, yeah, Davis is one of those guys. He's a very good fighter, but a bit of a frustrating career. Has avoided some of the best fighters, and unfortunately, that rematch that Lamont Roach really, genuinely deserved, because he should have got his hand raised the first time. But there you go. So there was scheduled to have a rematch, and unfortunately, that rematch has now been.
Lamont Roach also weighed in on Davis's situation with a few posts on social media. Not long after news of the arrest broke in South Florida, Roach tweeted, "What I tell y'all, SMH." It was a short message, but the timing and tone made it clear. Roach had seen this coming and knew it could interfere with the build-up to their expected rematch. A few hours later, he posted again, this time with a more serious tone. "In all seriousness, hopefully Buddy ain't do that. I don't wish jail on no one, big or small, whether I like you or not." The second tweet quickly made headlines and was picked up by several boxing media outlets. For a moment, the usual trash talk stopped. Roach made his point, but also showed some understanding of the serious situation Davis now faces.
A brand new video here, you can see him walking out of the side of TGK, using his t-shirt to cover his head, surrounded by correctional officers and what is presumed to be his manager. Now, although we asked him questions about these allegations, he did not say anything to us as he walked out. He just went immediately into the SUV, waiting for him on.
Roach later made it clear that the August 16th date hasn't budged. In a follow-up post, he wrote, "I heard Buddy is home already. So for everyone asking, the fight is still on. It's still scheduled for August 16th. We're just waiting on the announcement." That message was the first semi-official update from either camp since Davis's arrest. Davis's team remains silent. No word on how July 29th's court date might impact travel or promotional duties. Meanwhile, Roach and promoter Gary Jonas have carried on with training camp as usual. No cancellations, no rescheduling, and no pause in preparations.
Girlfriend said that he hit her and the kid or something. And then like a few days later, so it's all over the news, TMZ, domestic violence, Gervonta Davis, right? And everyone sees that bad hit piece. And then she comes like 3-4 days later and is like, "Oh, I'm sorry, it wasn't true, I was in a bad place." And you're not gonna see, it's not gonna go as viral.
It doesn't, because I didn't hear about that.
Exactly, so now you have...
So let me tell you something right now, Bradley. The girls that come out and do that and then get proven, basically the girls getting proven wrong and guilty, they deserve to go to jail.
Still, the mood within the boxing world has clearly shifted. While most fighters and trainers have stayed quiet about Davis's arrest, a few big names have spoken out, including Oscar De La Hoya. Not long after the news broke, De La Hoya shared a blunt message on YouTube aimed directly at Davis: "Get your mind together. The clip spread quickly and was picked up by several major boxing outlets, although his team didn't issue any follow-up or clarify if he was referring specifically to the Florida incident or Davis's legal history in general. The message was clear, and the timing left little room for doubt. The tone said it all. Enough is enough.
I'm the kind of person who thinks that you have to look at both sides of the story, right? It's not always men are abusive, period. What is the woman doing to cause this abuse? And obviously abuse is never okay, but let's just look at what he has to say to defend himself. Now, I'm so sorry for the graphic picture. I'm just going to show it really quick, but he says that she put poop on his toothbrush and spit on his face. Now, again, abuse is never okay, but he sounds like a victim as well. What do you guys think? Let me know in the...
Still, the mood within the boxing world has clearly shifted. While most fighters and trainers have stayed quiet about Davis's arrest, a few big names have spoken out, including Oscar de la Hoya. Not long after the news broke, de la Hoya shared a blunt message on YouTube aimed directly at Davis: "Get your mind together." The clip spread quickly and was picked up by several major boxing outlets, although his team didn't issue any follow-up or clarify if he was referring specifically to the Florida incident or Davis's legal history in general. The message was clear, and the timing left little room for doubt. The tone said it all. Enough is enough.
Tank Davis allegedly put doo-doo stain on his toothbrush. That is never an excuse to put your hands on a woman. But why would you do that to a man? That's kind of gross. Now, this is the 6th time that Gervonta Tank Davis has been arrested in the last 7 years. Now, the last time he was arrested was on June 1st of 2023 when he the terms of his house arrest involving a hit-and-run case in 2020. Some people are now saying that Gervonta Tank Davis has been arrested more times